Underway. Rockets with the tip. And into the front court. Here's Smith. Pitches it back. Inside, a nice punch. Coming right over the top. Terry Eason out of LSU. Yeah, came off the bench a season ago for LSU. Sixth man of the year in the SEC. Corner three is pure. Nice look inside. That baseline jumper good by Christopher, so he's in a nice flow to start this game. Banchero on the handle. Kennedy with a deep pull, hits nothing but net. His second three ball. Doris, what do you make of the fact that the two first-round picks are matched up against each other? Banchero drifting to get open, and it's Butter.
Who is so multi-tooled. We've already seen him put it on the deck, make a smart decision to draw a foul. Now slips to that corner on the strong side.
One a little bit strong by Hampton. And Houston in transition. Christopher into the lane and a sweet finish with the left hand. Sets the screen on this sequence for Simpson. Out to the corner. And the jumper good by Admiral Schofield. Banchero trying to post up here against the shorter Knicks. Got a little one on him. Baseline jumper with a fortuitous roll. I like the footwork on that.
Big time.
Nice little pivot to the baseline. That floater is good by Ty Washington. Not just because of where he was picked, because that's just his DNA.
Yeah, and I asked Jabari pregame how motivated he was heading into his summer league debut as Banchero knocks it down from three.
Mr. Smith.
Put him in the top shot. Smith sets a screen for Huggins. Got downhill and finishes with the left. Rockets back to within 6. Boy, Christopher, another one of those young Houston Rockets, just 20 years old. Rips through. Nice little spin move with the offhand, Doris.
Beautiful move.
So they got to a buyout situation, and he'll come off the books after this year. Christopher with a deep heave. 9 points for him. Simpson kicks it out. That put back good by Caleb Houston, the first-round pick. Very popular, especially amongst the Caribbean population and immigrant population in that city. Those hurt my pocket too much. Simpson with the ball, a little dribble handoff, 7 on the shot clock. Tough move inside for the bucket.
Aggression.
Not at all. He is a confident kid. His whole thing for me is his shot selection, and it's been pretty good tonight. I can keep an eye on them, which is great. And we can make sure they're doing what they need to do to improve for this coming season.
Young man and a guy that, like a lot of young players, they have some missteps earlier in their career, but it's all about learning. He talked to us about improving his diet.
In order for them to be successul and adapt to the NBA game. Nice move.
Nice move. You like that, Coach?
I lost my train of thought. What happened? Oh, well, his shot is always an option, so they were playing all the way up on him, and he shot faked and drove the ball to his left hand, and a nice little scoop.
And Christopher wired for sound. Lamb on the stampede. Nice kick to the corner with a side pocket three. Good by Trevor Hudgens out of Northwest Missouri State. Nice cut and layup. Keep in mind that this Orlando team has a pretty impressive front line when you look at Wagner and Wendell Carter. And this guy right here, Houston trying to... Smith on the bounce. And Banchero might have got a piece of that. And Hampton in transition. Got it to fall. Admiring both their competitiveness right now.
100%. And their court awareness.
3-ball good.
And that time, he's sort of QBing the defense, communicating from behind.
Oh, and a little bit of jelly at the hoop. And the bucket for the Rockets.
How about Banchero? He's a high school quarterback. He was pointing out, hey, I got a mismatch on me.
And Washington kicked it out, and a 3-ball as a result. Back quickly at the other end, the rebound by Hampton, and on the move with Banchero. Puts up the floater and gets it to fall. Christopher gives it up. He's the leading scorer so far for the Rockets. Eason with a tough shot. Oh, and a flush foul. And Hampton walks it into the front court. Let's see what they call. He rejects the screen, got through the lane, and expresses himself. Banchero off a little flex cut. Nice backdoor pass in traffic. Inside, Terry over Eason. 13-point lead for Orlando inside. Wow. A little room service for Terry Eason. Hey, don't you know I'm hot? Eason pulling from deep. Got it. Terry Eason.
But they need guys who are going to compete defensively.
Corner three is off the mark. Loose ball. Hampton comes right to him and deposits it. Hampton switches on to Eason. Good defense by Hampton. Got the stop, but the follow is good.
Wow.
Hampton with a deep pull. And nothing but red jerseys underneath. Christopher in traffic. Counted and one. One of the great questions that starts being answered perhaps here at Summer League. Here's Jabari Smith. Nice little finger roll. Smooth in doing it. Two coaches that are very capable of standing in the gap for a lot of different factors and reasons outside of basketball. Ford out top with the three. Got it. 10 with 3:16 to go here in the third quarter. This is the first of two tonight. Smith got it.
He is a special shooter.
8-point ball game. Tough move inside and a slick finish by Josh Christopher. Simpson got a mismatch. There's that sweeping hook he likes to use. Houston straight away, got it.
This guy can really shoot it.
Because this is the first of two. We have Portland, Detroit coming up in our own version of the NBA's Summer League Midnight Madness.
Jalen Brunson's a winner, period.
Yep. Oh, great stop and a dime by Christopher.
Wow.
And a splash. Working out and playing against a lot of different NBA pros. That three is good, and here comes Houston. They've made it a 3-point game. Ford underneath. There's Houston, and he cashes out with the three.
The same amount of pressure defensively, the same amount of activity defensively, offensively being willing to share the basketball. But again, us understanding how we have to work, coming in and competing. Our guys rooting for one another, our guys from a roster that are here, pushing these guys, willing to work every single day, supporting one another. I think it's just fantastic with this group of guys.
Well, Jalen Suggs was with our Cassidy Hubbard earlier tonight. We don't play.
It's a discount time. Inside. And a nice look and find. Banchero inside.
Look at his frame. I mean, my goodness.
He's got 17, and Eason even tapped him up after that bucket. Smith tried to get a little get back and couldn't, but the putback is good. Banchero slips out. Terry for three. Boy, didn't shoot a lot of threes in Stockton last year, but battle between the number 1 and the number 3 picks. Banchero with 17 points, 6 dimes. Jabari Smith with 10 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists.